Okay, I am live right now. The question, was it catching? Uh, how did I catch? No. I remember there was something about preview. No, not preview. Where did this go again? I forgot how to do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna record soon, Ethan. I'm just gonna eat.
Okay.
Or maybe I shouldn't. I'll just eat a quick bite of like french fries.
Wait, how did I do this before? Oh god, I forgot how to do this. How did I how did I capture the
Living in the gangster's paradise.
Okay, I got this at least, but the question is how do I
Remember when we made that matrix?
Yeah, it was still called the Matrix. What oh this sucks. How did I capture how did I do it before? How did I capture new sources? New folder? No, I can't.
Can you believe the only reason we're doing this now is because we joked with Sir that hey, we should make our assessment like this.
Yes. But now I can't find. Ah, this sucks. I'm even streaming right now. Studio mode. Studio mode, right? Transition. Mm. How to capture in stream OBS.
I'm gonna record in 4 minutes.
In 4 minutes. Okay. Display capture. And source. Uh, chem. And new source. Oh yes! It worked.
That's hot.
That's hot. I cancel this though. Okay, I'm gonna go. This. I'm sure there's a game capture, window capture. Uh, paint. A new source. Paint. Yes. Oh, okay. This works. Done. Oh my God, Roy! I am transcending.
What?
Okay. Transition. So now It's supposed to. Okay, this is good. This is good. Zoom in, zoom out. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good.
That's hot.
That's hot.
So I'm gonna edit mine.
Just making new. No save. Oh hi.
I'm
Let's
gonna
zoom
put
in.
Japanese funk in the background.
Oh what? What? Oh, what's the best brush?
So just gonna put my food aside. And I'm gonna start recording.
I just want. Oh, fine. This one.
Alright.
No save. Okay.
You're doing it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh wait, Roy's in my. Wait, Roy. I'll leave the call, Roy. Okay, so here I am, guys. I am doing cyanide, which is written as C and negative. Well, what's in cyanide, you may ask? Which carbon and nitrogen, which is Cn. So carbon has 2.5 in the electronegative scale. Nitrogen has 3. And so then nitrogen is more electronegative than carbon. So carbon would be a central atom in a normal case, but since there's only 2 of them right now, there won't be any central atom. So since C, carbon, is on the group number 4, it has 4 electrons. While nitrogen, since group number 5, has 5 electrons. So as you can see, there's this negative sign over here. So what we're going to have to do is add an electron, which would just be a hanging number right here. Oops. 1 electron. So then let's find out how much bonds they're going to make by doing this. Shared electron equals needed electron minus available electron. So needed electron, since we have two elements, we're only gonna use 2 8s. Since by octet rule, the elements want to be 8 as much as possible. So we go x equals 8, which is for the carbon. 8 again for nitrogen. Bracket this off. Then this one gets minus by what you have, available electrons. So since we have 4 electrons for the carbon, put a bracket here, 4 for the carbon plus 5 for the nitrogen, and that 1 electron, since we have a negative ion right here. So now we add all this up, and so 8 plus 8 will become 16. That's minus by 4 plus 1 plus 5 equals 10. So 16 gets minus by 10 equals 6. So now we have 6 shared electrons. That means there has to be 3 bonds. Now With 3 bonds, the only way that can happen is carbon. 1, 2, 3, and nitrogen. That's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2 electrons. Bracket this off and put negative. So now you're done with your Lewis dot structure. Let's get the formal charge. In order to get formal charge, which is, we could just write it as Fc, we get the group number minus number of bonds plus number of unshared atoms. So group number Fc equals number of bonds. As you can see, there's 3 bonds shared between C and N, so we put 3. Then we plus it by the number of unshared atoms, which we'll do for forward charge of carbon first. 2. Every single 2 lone electrons. So 3 plus 2. Oh. Wait. Negative 4. Positive 4 gets minus by 3.3 minus 2. So now your answer would be left with equals to negative 1. Formal charge should be negative 1. And now the formal charge of your nitrogen would be, since it's group number 5, 3 bonds again, 2 unshared electrons, equals 0. So with this formal charge, we could prove that this is correct. What's next? For the steric value, we'll get it's equals to bonded atoms plus lone pairs. So for the steric number of C, we're gonna have and N, we're gonna have 2 since it's C and N, 2 bonded, and we have no lone pairs. So the steric number would equals to 2. Since we have this shape, the degree bond angle is 180 degrees, and the molecular shape is linear. I can spell linear. Now to go to the valence bond theory. Since carbon, being the less electronegative one, has to make space for its more electrons to go in, we'll go to S2, P2. Since carbon being in the fourth group, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we finish this one off first because we should fill up the lower orbitals first before filling up any of the higher orbitals. But since we have this negative electron coming in, we have an extra one here, which would make in turn available for the N to bond with it. How they represent N with red. Let's go. So N would be with red. There's 1, 2, 3. So that's why there's a triple bond. This triple bond would relate to here. But the carbon, since it has one sigma bond and one actual bond, there is going to be this, which is just sp hybridized. This is the two pi bonds.